Okay, so it's still Saturday, but there's some stuff I wanted to talk about, and it's super noisy. It's intense, man. There's been so much freaking noise out there. That neighbor is cutting down some of those big trees, and it's like, oh my God, when those things fall, it gives you a fucking heart attack. Oh my gosh. So one just fell, and it must have hit into something because his wife came out as not happy, and he's out there, I'll fix it. So, but that's how everything is going. I swear to God, everything is so intense. Oh, but one thing about the food, right after I was saying, I'm trying to just not eat at all. Just like everything I eat is weird. It tastes weird. And then all of a sudden, everything I have been making is like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So good. I've been making a whole bunch of really good things, and I keep forgetting to say some of them. But one of them I just made is bread. And I've tried to make cinnamon rolls and cinnamon, like all these different things. And so the trick is, so I melted the butter, and then I put the cinnamon and sugar in the butter, and then it got it like a syrup, and then let the bread rise and stuff, and then I mushed it back down, and then kind of flattened it out, and then put it in there, and then kind of roll it. So it's kind of, you could do it kind of in different things, but so kind of did it like that, and then put it in the loaf pan, and then as it started rising again, kind of pushing it down like that, and I just had like a little tiny end of it. I haven't. It's for to eat tomorrow. But oh my gosh, it turned out so good. I've been making so many good things. Um, Everything just seems weird. I can't stress it enough. Things are so fucking weird. It weirds me out when people try and make sense of some of the things. It's like you gotta let go. Like I'm way more about talk about how strange things are. It's just strange. Like fuck. I swear to God, I was standing in my bedroom, and I swear to God, I don't know what that was talking in my ear or my head this morning. Like that was creepy as shit. And you can tell the difference when you start being able to decipher in your mind who's talking and stuff. And I think people are, there is other people saying there's going to be more push towards deciphering all the noise in your mind and understanding that you're a processor, you're a receiver. You are your thoughts, you're not producing them, you're receiving them. And so, and it's part of your whole system. Like it's like kind of more complex kind of than what they tell us, because it's like everything that we're bringing in and we're perceiving like that we are like these elaborate or these vehicles that we're in are like a elaborate kind of computer kind of thing, but it's a natural one. And see, they're always trying to copy nature. I can compete with nature. Oh, well, we could do it. Like if God can do it. And it's so funny because it's not like God the man. There's a God man. It it's beyond that. I wonder if that's how simple they think. But I don't know. Because it is uh what they hide from us is all spiritual stuff. It's like they know the truth about spirit. And I saw this thing, and I thought this was really interesting. I saw a couple things that were really interesting. That's why I came on to talk. So I wanted to make sure I talked about it. One of them was this guy was talking about language and how they had developed it all back in the way in the Egyptian times, and they make three languages. And so there's the language for the slaves, and then they have here, like we have the law, legal language. Like that's why we have to hire a lawyer and stuff, because they're speaking a different language. They go to school to be taught that language. Look how many hoops they got to jump through and to get into certain places to work and stuff, and how it's all a filtering system. Like I said, it's all a filtering system. Like if you are morally bankrupt, you will move up the ranks. If you question authority, you question things, question anything, then you're not somebody who would move up in the ranks like that. And so they have in the language thing, then and then the language of the kings or something like that. And so it was always, all the way back in the Egyptian times, it was always in this 3 segments to keep us ignorant, to keep the slaves ignorant, so that they were always held back, so that they, could never get ahead, never move forward. And so, anyways, it's the language is designed to keep us under control. And I had just seen this really cool, and I saved the video, but I can't post it. It says too many words that we get it taken down. And I already did that once. I shared somebody's video, and then it got me in trouble for something they said. And it was, I wasn't expecting it. That was my first guideline thing. And they haven't said anything to me. But see, I think that's the community guidelines and all that stuff. They do a lot of things to control the accounts of the truth speakers or spiritual healers and all that stuff. So, anyways, I don't know. Let's just see how it goes. But, so I don't want to share this one because, I think they're just looking for reasons to mess with our accounts. So, it is, I've got it though, and I can like send it to somebody in email. I tried to share it in the comments, but it doesn't give me a way to share something like that. I can only write words. And so, but I could email it to somebody if they want to see it. It was really good. And it's a guy, it's somebody else who shared the video. So it's not the original guy's video. But I've seen this guy a lot of times. I haven't seen him recently, but he has like an opening line. He always says, oh, dang it. I wish I could think of it, because you might know who he is if you watch any of that kind of where they break down. It seems like some of these people can just see certain patterns or something. And like I feel like that we all have certain ways of perceiving and seeing things. And I feel like certain people see patterns that we don't all see. And so this guy's breakdown things are just like fascinating to me. And his thing is always, he sounds kind of religious when he starts. He's always like, salutations, brothers of God, or something. I don't remember what it is. But his, he sounds like some sort of Jewish, like, I mean, not Jewish, Jersey, a Jersey kind of shore kind of guy or something. But anyways, so he does a breakdown, not just, he has a whole thing with the language, but the stuff on Hawaii, on the whole thing with Oprah, on the rock, and the rituals, and even the rock has just that word. Even there's all sorts of weird stuff. Like when those people break this stuff down, it's just like, oh my gosh, and dates and days, and oh my gosh, there's so much coming out. And I kind of feel like that all those people are gone, and that it was kind of like how I was saying, like there's gonna be all these places going full circle. Like this is bringing so much attention to a situation that was so ignored for so long. And so much bad stuff. Oh my God, when you listen to the videos of the stuff, like there were so many Hawaiians that didn't even know their true history. But all this stuff is coming out. It's just like, oh my gosh. And so, when I was saying I'm just gonna go full circle and stuff, it seems kind of like the greed is going to swallow its own self. Like it's going to swallow its own tail. The greed is eating itself. And so we had this whole huge group of souls that all left at once, because that's so impactful. And it draws attention. So then we all see the plight of what has happened there. And so just our awareness turns things to go another direction. But then the people who are there, the survivors, they have like a huge role to play, because they are like going before committees and stuff and taking a stand. And you know, I think things have got to go further. Like they're trying to get people to give them respect or something like that. But see, I think that they're going to have to be a lot more about knowing the laws and knowing that those people can't be on their land. I think that they've got to go back to that kind of thing. Hold on. Hey, Stella, come on, I'm busy. I gotta be quieter, maybe. Oh no, now she's gonna start it. Okay, so anyways, so those people are there to fight for their rights, and so you know, and make a stand, and because I kind of still feel like, I mean, even those people are sitting there saying like they're gonna move all the Hawaiians off of Hawaiian lands, and they're just trying to come up with everything they can. But why are we giving man respect like that? Why are we saying that they have a say over anything? So that's what it's got to come to, is that people have got to start seeing that people have got to stand up for our rights. They don't have a say over us. I told you, it just seems like everything seems so chaotic. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Oh, gosh. Okay, so anyways, so kind of going a full circle there, but that it's still going to go underwater, and that's going to be, I don't know, you know, if with the direct, because if it's going to go underwater anyways, it's like the fight is something deeper. It's going to be something bigger. Like, I don't know what's going to be left or any of that stuff. But there's so much stuff. When you go in and listen to all the different things and you start putting it, just let the puzzles start going together in your head and just see what it starts looking like to you. What do you feel about it, you know? To me, it's definitely, it has a big part to play in a lot of things. How the native people have been treated for so long, the genocide, there's so much stuff coming out, so much stuff that's being unveiled for all this. And there's a whole thing too, I think it was in this guy's breakdown, with something about 45, something about how many, there's days between certain things, there's all sorts of little like comps or signs or signals or whatever. I saw footage of a guy, it seemed like he was getting a deposition, and how he's talking and the people who are talking to him and whatnot. And the questions they were asking was about him being there for like Hillary's is the one they were asking about first, about her tribunal and execution. So about that, and he said that happened in 2018, and they said, well, who's the person that's out there, because she's been in the news and whatnot. And he said that they all have body doubles, just a body double. And he said, they said, is there another one that you can tell us? And he said, Joe, or Joe's. And then the video went off. So, but I mean, probably if you've been watching me at all, you already know, like those two are, yeah. There's lots of people who are already gone. And this whole show with Oprah and The Rock and stuff, like, it's just really sickening how these really rich people are just taking that land away from them like that, and then just being so blatantly, and then it's just, the whole thing is really sickening. they're gonna, so many of these people are gonna get put to death. The Burning Man thing, what's going on? Like, I kind of feel like that could turn into some real shit. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I think, there's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna go and turn into just disasters. It's gonna be probably why it starts putting people off from going out and doing things, because a lot of us, when we start waking up, it's like, fuck, I don't want to go out there. And then, but the people just keep going and living their lives and living their lives. And, but there keeps being these weird things that keep happening. This one concert, I think her name's Marina Del Rey or something like that. And all of the whole front of the people, all of them just all of a sudden fell down and just being investigated or something. But you can see an energetic wave come out. They're doing shit. Like, I had to go outside. I went to open the door. It was a loud crash. And I was sitting in here. I felt like I was just microwaving us. It was just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. It's like, oh my God, now I've got a horrible headache. And they just do this shit. It's so aggravating. And today it's really clear and sunny here. And but that it's still just, everything just seems weird. Like, I don't know. I feel weird. So I feel like detached from this place or something. But still, it keeps me detached. She's really having a hard time. And I can't figure out what it is. It seems like maybe she has like a lump or something back on one of her back hips. But I'm doing that, the chaga. I'll try to do some black seed oil too. I'll try to get some of that in her medicine or something. I forgot. I hadn't done that in a while. Well, not in a few weeks. But I don't know. I mean, when I don't have all the control, but it's always like, when all this shit keeps happening, it's like I just want to do the best I can and keep doing detox. I'm giving diatomaceous earth and some stuff, but something's bothering her. So, but I thought this was interesting, is I saw this guy's video. It was kind of strange because he was really aggressive, and he was very threatening to TikTok. And he was saying a bunch of shit that sounded official. And so he was saying, telling TikTok, if they take this video down, that that will be treason, and they will be suffering the death penalty. I don't know, though, if it would be, because that would be Chinese. So that would be treason against us. But they would be paid to control us. Like, you can really see how it's where everything starts in the smaller communities. It all starts with those businessmen and stuff, like I've been talking about. It's the lobbyists, it's the developers, it's the ones who start controlling everything from the small. But there's always somebody up above. There's what was it? There was some more weird shit. Just weird shit just keeps being with the CEOs, the politicians, the CEOs, just these rich people. It just keeps being a lot of weird shit. So it's just going to keep being weird shit, weird shit. But this guy's video, so he said that he is Jason Bourne, Marine. So I don't even know what that is. What are you doing? I don't know what the hell she's doing. So some guy named Jason Bourne, Marine, he's saying like he will torture you to death. But he said that, so the things he was saying that were extreme, that he was saying, you better not take this video down. He said was going to go down. He said what's about to go down is that there's going to be outrageous shit. People are going to fucking be so pissed. So, like, I mean, like the Burning Man, like them locking the people in there and the people not having access to be able to go get food. They're in flood water and stuff. So it's, I don't know. It's going to be a big old fucking mess because all these people are just a bunch of you know, they just want to go and do ayahuasca and get high or something altogether. I don't know what the hell. But but there's a whole scene when they went, and there was some protesters that were protesting because of all the carbon emissions they're going to do for this fake city, that in a homeless crisis. And there's like a whole, all these different things they're going to keep coming up with people. And so the protesters are out there blocking the road. Seems like it must have been a reservation. Seemed like it was the reservation police that came. I'm not sure though, but now I can't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure. And they came, and it was totally aggressive. Like it was, oh my gosh, if you saw that footage, they're just like knocking these ladies down and yelling. Oh, it was crazy. And the ladies are crying, and we don't have weapons, and why are you doing this? We're just all this stuff. But the Burning Man people who were coming there, you know, who were anxious to get in there and set up and go get wasted, they were not having it. They wanted these people off the road. Why didn't they just go around them or something? But anyways, they decided to call the cops on them and tell them that they had weapons and they were threatening them. So the cops came and just assaulted them, and it was made up just so that they would move the people out of the way. So just this dark side of people that continues to keep coming up to the surface, that we got to keep going through and releasing and releasing. Stella, please stop it. And so then we have so this guy, he said that we're going to have all of these protests. There's going to be, he said it's going to get really bad. Like Allison Cohen thought, like last summer. Or was it this? I'm fucking lost at this point. God damn. Time has no meaning anymore. I swear to God. Trying to make things fit in time is really absurd. But so Allison Coe had done those QHH, those videos where somebody was talking about there was going to be all these riots and shit, and the cities were going to burn all during the summer. And which cities have all been burning all during the summer. And there has been a lot of riots, but he said there's going to be a whole bunch. There's going to be people who are about to get real pissed about a lot of things. Like there's a lot of fucking shit. And so the anger is going to go into riots. So he said that, and that's what they want. They want there to be the riots so they can do martial law. So that's like they're trying to provoke it, kind of, you know. But he said so they're going to do that. He said that you need to have a month's worth of food. He said you need to for sure have a month's worth of food, and you need to be doing this quick. So he said, hurry up and get it. And then he gave a place to get, he said that after, oh man, what all did he say? See, I wanted to come in and say it fast so that I wouldn't forget, but I've got so many things in my head that he said that it was going to be bad, and then it was going to switch. But I'm getting too many things. If he had started talking about the money thing, because I saw other things about the money thing, but I don't know if I'm merging it with his. But, because he was saying, oh yeah, okay, so during, during the lockdown, it's going to be the military is going to come in and take over, because, I think, did he say which thing? If it was the dollar or government, something's going to happen. And the military is going to come in and take over. And then they are going to start doing an investigation. So there's going to be this public investigation over who's the leader, who's the and in this big thing, there's going to be all these politicians that are going to go down. And so he said like 80% of the politicians are gone. I had heard before 98%. So almost all the politicians are going to be gone. And then he said, so we're going to have the military is going to be in charge for a bit. But then he's going to be just mass amounts of, I forgot. Yeah, he said when these riots and shit start, he said there's going to be fucking police stations that are going to be, all the cops are going to be killed. He said it's going to be so crazy. Just like what I was saying. I mean, last year when I was saying, I said, I think there's going to be, people are going to like burn down their doctors' offices and shit. Like, shit is going to get crazy. And so that's what he was saying. But he was saying it's about to go down. Something's going to trigger it and it's about to go down. And the military is going to come in and take over. But it's all like a part of the show. And but it's to get us stable for the money thing and all that stuff. So it's to get us stable and under control. But he said because people are so dependent, like he said, they can't, it's like they can't see good or something. So he said that everything is going to have to go real slow. Like it's going to be very slow, pulling the Band-Aid off thing. Like people are going to still be super dependent. They're not going to know what to do without a government. That they're going to have to be taught how to do a lot of stuff. So he said there's going to be a lot of stuff about trying to help people and stuff. I think that must be where the healers step in. That it's going to be when all this mass confusion happens. Those of us who have been doing the work and healing and stuff, that's why, you know, people are going to, those kinds of jobs are going to be important. Just, and it's not going to be, you know, like these life coach, pay me $1,000 an hour bullshit. It's not going to be about that, because the whole thing about money is going to be different. It is going to be more about compassion. It's not going to be about where people sit there, you know, I need compensation. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be, but it's going to be the universe is going to be giving back. And we're going to be in such abundant times. People are going to be doing this stuff out of the goodness of their hearts and stuff, and helping people and opening like healing places. And then, you know, you open a healing center, you know, people will be paying because people are going to be putting money into that. But I'm just saying about that life coach thing, because there's so much of that bullshit. These people who haven't even healed themselves, they're out there life coaching someone how to be a vegan and what crystals to buy or something. I'm not even sure what the hell what they're talking about. It's like, why wouldn't you just do like what I'm doing and go on and just try and get to as many people as you can to help everybody? Like, we want the world to heal, to become a better place. You know, it's like that thing about you never charge for the word of God. It's like the universe gives freely of knowledge. If I can hear, I'm supposed to pass it on, not charge somebody for it. That's going out of balance. But there's a lot of people who don't really know spirituality. They're just trying to begin to understand it, and it's under a controlled institution at this point. And it's under so much confusion, but there's going to be more direction when things start changing. But so he said that it's going to go slow, but we got to have this month worth of food. But don't forget, I mean, beans and rice. You can live off beans and rice. And make sure you have lots of water and stuff, though, to cook your beans and rice, I guess. Or chicken broth or whatever. I'm going to go this weekend, not this weekend that I'm on, but next weekend is another big trip with a whole bunch of people, even all the grandmas, the one who just lost her son. So it's going to be like a big family kind of, you know, kind of like well, it's one of my granddaughter's birthday. It's going to be really fun kind of thing. Man, this is, fuck, every time there's something, it's always like, oh my God, this is so intense. Every time I leave. But I just keep reminding myself, you're always where you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to just sit back and like, no, I'm not going to go see my family, because that's the last time you ever go see them. So you're supposed to be participating in life. But it's this, you know, going out and doing, you know, go get concert tickets, go to restaurants, go have someone cook your food. That odd shit's going to keep blowing up. You're going to keep eating grosser and grosser food. One lady said she went to a restaurant. She ordered some Chinese, 2 chicken things, and she finished them. She all of a sudden got super sick to her stomach, went to the bathroom, and just started projectile vomiting. And, you know, we don't know what we're eating when someone else is making it. And we don't know where they get this stuff. There's all sorts of shady shit that goes on with all of this shit. There's so much stuff coming out about, I mean, so many more people are knowing that that's what we're eating. Like, that's what they're feeding us. They're feeding us back us. And so, anything you eat that you don't see that grows out of the ground, if you don't stick, so you got to stick to basic ingredients, keep away from everything they make, or anything is all got shit added. And it's so hard to get to, it's a journey, all those shit, breaking free from this dependency life that we've had is all a journey. It's not something you can just snap your fingers and it's done. And even when you do it, it is so much about programming. Oh, yeah, and that's what he said too. He said that we're trying to break programming, and he said so we had to go super slow because we're trying to reprogram people that they can have good things happen to them. That this abundance. See, we're going into this jubilee abundancy, but so many people, they're frazzled. They're just wrecked. But there's going to also be, the med beds and stuff. They're going to reset. There's going to be a lot of good things, but it's going to go at a pace that's probably, but a lot of people, I think your role in this thing, that you've been doing the work and stuff like that, your role will become more apparent to you. And so you'll have more of a purpose. It won't feel so much like this Groundhog Day loss. When is this ever going to go? Once things start going, then it's going to be like, oh, you're going to start going in your purpose, which is going to be a huge motivator for a lot of people to begin to see the possibilities. So really good things are going to start happening for a lot of people. And it's going to be a big change in the energy. But like I've said so many times, we got to go through this hard part, this horrible part. But the Marine agent guy was saying that it's going to be, the people are going to get really, really pissed. They're going to go out and they're going to just start burning shit down. He said whole police stations are going to be burned down with all of the cops in there. I was like, I've said this all along. There's going to be some people who are not going to be expecting their family members are involved. Like, I bet you there's real estate agents that, is hoity-toity chickadee who thinks, she's all that. And she's got herself involved with some people who are going to suck her into some crimes that she's not going to want to be involved with. And a lot of people are going to be they're involved with such bad people, and the bad people do really bad things, even when they're got their hands and all this stuff. But the developers, it's the lobbyists. It's these rich people and the lobbyists, the people who they put out to break kneecaps in order to get the laws how they want them. If they don't want that chemical to be, nobody's going to talk about that chemical that they're dumping in the lake, then they're going to make sure that these certain things are passed. They're always doing everything that is for them. And then it's like they're taking down society from the inside. And so it's all the different communities. So all the different communities are going to start collapsing in on themselves. People are going to start going down, sheriffs, city officials, county seats, lawyer. Oh, that's another thing too. He said a lot of lawyers are about to be done in. He said there's going to be so many. There's going to be a lot of death here coming up real quick. Like, I don't know. But that again is going to be that energy. Like the sun is sending out these coronal mass injections, and it's sending out this energy that is getting us to like wake up, to see things different, to tap us in, to connect with us. But we're sending back energy. And so this is going to be intense. And so you see this energetic storm that is happening, but this energetic storm is raising it, and people are becoming more accepting and coming together and stuff. And so that's what I think is that, the sky splitting open. And, to me, that seems like it means the most logical. And then we got these, planets coming, like these other dimensions and beings and stuff. Like we've got this whole thing happening out there. So it makes sense to me of all that opening, the sky opening, and us seeing out beyond. Either we will see the whole thing go down, we'll see the firmament, and then we'll see the firmament go, or that would be the thing that we look up and see. But to me, it all has to do with this energetic storm. It's all of this, this awakening. It's this, the outrage, the anger, the coming together, the seeing the truth. All of that is the storm. That's the change. That's how everything changes. Like Las Vegas just got a huge disaster. Like they just went in and flooded the shit out of them. And I don't even know what's going on in all the different places. They've got so many disasters going all over the place. Fucking Romania, there was like it wasn't even hail. It was like rocks, big giant rocks were hitting all their cars. It was like I think they called them mud balls or something. It was smashing the cars and stuff. Like everybody's getting pummeled. Everybody's just getting wrecked, just to get everybody down to the beat down, to get to your lowest. It's like everybody's got to hit this bottom so that everybody's just like, what does it all mean? What am I doing here? What do I want? It's all of that kind of stuff. That is what changes everything, though, is everybody's got to get to that point. Everybody's got to want more. Everybody's got to want change. And that, when it's happening right in front of us. And, that I thought that seemed, like a really positive thing, even though it seemed kind of like, is this legit? But there was some stuff he said. And I had heard, a long while ago, I swear, it seems like Juan who's saving has said it. It seems like also that other guy, what is his name? He's the one who had the stuff with the med beds on his, and he always gets that TLS guy or whoever, that whatever they used to be called, the Men in Black, and now they're called the cleaner, assassinator, cleaner and disposer or something. I don't know. It's horrible. But he has those guys on there. But I think that those guys, I think I've heard them say before some of the stuff that this guy was saying. And so, I don't know. I don't know. But it seems like, that they said that there was going to be guys that were going to be out there who were going to just be releasing information and to the general public. But there would be stuff like that. Like there would be, not everybody will listen. But, that is a part of our lessons, a part of what we're awakening to and learning about is discernment. That's a huge one. That is a huge one. Open yourself and open your mind to all sorts of information and then start learning to trust your gut. Oh, and that was also in another little breakdown thing I had just seen. Or did somebody just tell me that in the comments? Oh, yeah, it was somebody in the comments about the gut feeling. Yeah, but that's why everybody's got to learn to go by your gut feeling. And that's what they're trying to help us with this awakening, to turn ourselves on, to turn on our gut instinct, to turn on our souls, to remember who and what we are. And I swear he said some other things too. I don't know, but I think I started following, but I don't think that was his account. That's the thing. All these people are always sharing these other people. And you can't ever find the people or their accounts. But I would think you would see this stuff on Twitter too. I would start just being leaked around because they plan on that stuff going viral. And, and we are all getting on the same page. I mean, it's like crazy. So many people were so excited when we go in and read the comments on Rock and Oprah's thing. And then plus them not getting any money. Nobody donated. And everybody sees through their bullshit. And then when you go in and you listen to the little comp thing, oh my God, they're just trying to put shit in our face. Their whole thing with even the colors that they wear, what numbers they show on his shirt, the letters, all this symbolism in regards to the rituals, the day that that happened, the ritual, like all sorts of shit. And so, uh, I don't know. There's just going to be more and more of this stuff coming out, more and more people seeing it, more and more people waking up, and there's going to be more and more outrage. And, I had said all that time was that there's going to be, doctors, pharmacists, all sorts of people. The people who, oh, no, my phone's going to die. The people who see somebody as their enemy, you did this to my mom, you did this to my wife, you did this to my kids, and like places are gonna be getting blown. I totally have seen that. I totally have thought that's gonna happen. There's going to be a lot of violence, and then I've heard so much confirmation that Cliff guy, Allison Coe, this guy, there's a lot of people. People who seem like if you understand more too of what's going on with the energy and this purging out and this changing and the purpose behind everything that's going on. But anyways, I'll go and download this. But if anybody wants any of those videos, I'll try and find them. I mean, I'll try. I've got the one where the guy does all that little breakdown thing. I did download it because I was going to try and share it, but he talks about the chrome and stuff like that. But, and then the other one, I'm sure I've got that one too. I can share that Marine James Bourne, whatever it's called, Bourne, whatever it is. I'm way too tired. I was sitting here all afternoon. I've been sitting here crocheting and, I watched some old movie, and I'm just sitting here so tired. I guess I have not laid down or shut my eyes since this morning at whatever it was, 3 o'clock. And so anyways, I'm just so tired. I just want to close the curtains, I want to close my eyes and go to sleep. And it's just too early because then I'll be up at like 2 o'clock in the morning back here talking to y'all. So anyways, I'll probably see you around 2. Talk to you later. Bye.